What the Tech is sponsored by Tennessee Wesleyan University, now offering online degree completion programs in business and criminal justice. Apply online today.
Okay, most of us do. If you use Google, Gmail, the Google Maps, YouTube, the company tracks just about everywhere you go online and in real life.
It's said you can turn off those settings on your phone, but a new lawsuit claims Google's making that very difficult. Our consumer technology reporter Jamie Tucker has this story.
Unless you turn off a particular setting on your smartphone, Google will know when you're home and save that information. It'll also keep track of when you leave the house and where you're going. Clearly, most of us would like to turn that feature off. If you have an Android phone, Google's made that pretty difficult. On an Android device, we'll go to settings. You have to look to find privacy about halfway down the page. It's buried in the biometrics and security settings. Well, here you can turn off location tracking. If that's left turned on, and it probably is on an Android device, Google has captured and saved every place you've traveled, even if it's just from your home to work to a coffee shop. You can see your location history here and delete it. In a lawsuit filed by the Arizona Attorney General's office, Google is accused of tracking its users' locations even if they turned it off. Google also tracks and keeps a record of websites you visited, YouTube videos you've watched. To turn that off, you'll need to go back out to the main settings page, tap Google Settings. Here you can delete the history manually and set it to automatically delete the data after 3 months. Now, if people are given the option, they're likely to turn off tracking. When Apple began putting that information front and center in iOS 14.5, millions of people opted out of tracking. According to Flurry Analytics, only 2% of iPhone users in the U.S. have opted in to apps tracking them. This applies to people with Android phones. If you're an iPhone user, you can turn off location tracking for any app, including Google Maps. It'll still work. That's What the Tech. I'm Jamie Tucker.
The lawsuit also claims Google pressured other app makers to hide location tracking options in their apps. Google's not responded to those claims.